In this video, we are going to go over literal equations. So on the left side are equations that we're used to. For example, I know to undo multiplying by dividing, and we're going to get just a number, x equals a number. However, for 1b, there's no longer a 3, but the letter p. But we're going to treat it the same because the opposite of multiplying is dividing. And we have x equals m over p. Now we can't do anything to the m and the p because they are not alike. So we just leave it as a fraction m divided by p. For 2a, we have a two-step equation. We have to undo adding or subtracting first. Now we have that 4x. So we undo that by dividing. We're going to get x equals 5. Now for this problem, we're solving for x. Notice that y is being subtracted. So we add y on both sides. Now make sure that you keep it k plus y because once again, those are not alike. So we can't do anything with it. And then we have to divide by 4. Now notice that the numerator, there's two terms. So that's why we had to draw a bigger fraction bar to represent dividing by 4 for everything. Now for 3a, the m's are on different sides. So I'm going to undo a minus m by adding m. Now if you need to, put those ones in front. We have 6 equals 2m. Divide by 2 on both sides because it's now one step. We're going to get m equals 3. Or if you want to put m first, that's totally fine. So the same idea here. We're going to add m on both sides. Letter z equals 2m. Divide by 2. And then be careful here because you don't want to mix up your handwriting. Z is in the numerator over the number 2. Now for the last 6, most of them are going to be no more than 3 steps. So let's see. So once again, we have the m's. So if you want to add 8m to both sides because they were on different sides of the equal sign, so we have to move them together. So then we're going to get 28m. Divide by 28. Now if you leave it as m equals negative 7 over 28, or you can put that in the calculator and it reduces to negative 1 over 4, either answer is acceptable and does not matter. So now we have the letter T instead of a number. We're still going to treat this as being able to combine once we do the inverse operation. So then we're going to divide by 28. Now you could put negative 1t over 28 or just leave it as negative t. Either or is totally good. Now for 5a, remember we have Captain America's shield around the numerator. So we're going to multiply by 5. But this is really 1/5, this denominator of 5. So 5 times 1/5 becomes 1. And then the 4 plus y was protected. Minus 4 on both sides. We have y equals 96. And then we're going to multiply by a on both sides for here. The numerator is protected. And then you can write k times a or ak. Math people like to do it in an alphabetical order, but it does not matter for me right now. But I'll put a before k and then minus a capital L. We are trying to get y by itself. Even though this is dividing, there is a plus sign in between the division and y. So really 4/5 is being added. So I can take 4/5 away. And then 12 minus 4/5 gets me 56/5. So y equals 56/5. And then here I'm adding b over a on both sides. I'm adding b over a to the y, so now I have to take it away. And since all three of those are not the same, all you have to do is rewrite it.